Because my personal goal is to make sure that my great-grandchildren know my name. See, when you think about it, most of us don't know who our great-grandparents were. You might know your grandparents, maybe you might know your great-grandparents, but most of us don't. You know why? Because they didn't leave us nothing. I guarantee you, if Bill Gates was your great-grandfather, you know it. Well, you know, I'm Daniel, as in Jack Daniels. I'm still trying to connect the Procter & Gamble, and they're like, no, it's not that gamble. I'm trying, though. But I'm making it my personal mission, that's what I'm saying, to make sure that my great-grandchildren, they do know my name. And the way they're going to do it is by Karatbars, the legacy that I'm going to leave for them. And so I've got the pleasure of bringing up a gentleman who had the vision and the courage to step out and say, you know what, this is something that I know will be beneficial to you and to millions of others, and millions of others. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up a gentleman that is so amazing. Whenever you ask him how's he doing, he says, I'm amazing. Please welcome to the front, Mr. Amazing himself, Ronnie Rose.
How's everybody doing?
Yes, sir.
Amazing. Right? Yeah. Super excited about being in front of you guys. Hopefully you guys have got some good knowledge, some good information so far.
Yes.
I'm telling you, we about to go to another level.
Yes.
The great thing about this is I'm not even going to talk about some of the things that I really want to share because I got somebody else who's going to share an incredible belief system. Mr. Dalco talked about having the belief in yourself. For a brief moment, I'm going to let you hear it from somebody who has an incredible belief system. You know, he's a good friend of mine, one of the first people I actually brought into the Karatbars business. When you see him, he's like one of the most dapper guys you know in D.C., right? He runs a couple of businesses, not just Karatbars, but other ones that help him to become successful. So I just want to bring him up real quick. Come on up, Stevie Dickens. Share with us your belief system. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Amazing. Amazing. We'll give yourself a round of applause for just being here. I'm truly humble. I want to give it back up to Mr. Host, Mr. Amazing himself, for just introducing me to the business. And I'd like to give it back up to Mr. Michael Delco for coming to embrace us with his presence today, and everybody that's here. One of the things I want to share with you all is belief. So, how many of y'all would raise a hand as belief? Right, all the hands pretty much went up. But belief is it's acceptance or a statement that something is true or something exists. You had trust, faith, or confidence in something or someone. So when I look in this room, I'm looking around, I see y'all got some big butts. Once you look at your neighbor and see who got the biggest butt. No, I ain't talking about your B-U-T-T. I'm talking about your B-U-T. See, a lot of y'all gonna hear this great information, and the first thing you're gonna say is, it sounds good, but I don't have enough money. Okay. It sounds good, but I don't have the time. See, we always letting our butt get in the way of something. How many of y'all seen the movie The Pursuit of Happiness by show of hands? Did y'all really see the movie? Did y'all really understand what the movie was talking about? I mean, Will Smith was just talking to his son and just having him believe in himself. I mean, he even went to the point to tell him that don't let nobody stop your dream, not even me. Amen. He was that strong in the belief of what he believed in, that this guy got hit by a car, he was homeless, just so much happened to him. How many of y'all get hit by a note and y'all ready to quit the business? You got to believe in something so strong that you're willing to die for it.
Come on now.
That's what I'm talking about, the belief I'm talking about. So I'm here just to encourage you. My time is brief. I really want to dive into it more, but we got to move everything along. But before I leave, I want to give you a story. It was this young lady. She had ran into Picasso. She had all these paintings, right? And she got a chance to meet him face to face. And she said to him, she said, "Can you draw a portrait of me?" And so Mr. Picasso with the drawing, and he completed the drawing of her, a portrait of her, in 5 minutes. And so she was like, "Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. But how much are you going to charge me for it?" And he told her $50,000. $50,000. And she said, "Picasso, it only took you 5 minutes to do this painting." And he said to her, "But it took me 30 years to perfect it." So I just want to leave y'all with a note, is that everything you do, do it with a passion. Just have belief, have faith. See, I read this book, and the guy said to me, it said in the book, it said, God honors your faith, but he rewards your hustle. See, a lot of people want things, but they don't want to go to work. They want things to be handed to them. Like, you might have a vision, or you might have belief in something, but the Bible said faith without works is dead. So you got to believe so much that you're willing, like I said before, to die for it. You got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, believe in someone that has what it is that you want. You got to surround yourself by people who have where you're trying to go, or the things where you're trying to go to. So that's my time. I'm going to bring back up Mr. Amazing himself to finish it out. Give it up.
Somebody got a small butt now, right? I tell you, it's such a great pleasure to be in business with people who can always empower you, help your belief system get better. You got to look forward to believing in the unseen. Does that make sense? Right. Well, here's the thing about it, and I just want to ask you guys a quick question by a show of hands. Who in this room right now believes that this business is not for you right now? Show of hands. Anybody? I got my hand up too. This business is not for me right now. It's for the person you are becoming. Wow. Understand this. If your belief system isn't getting better, right? If your business isn't growing, it's because you aren't growing. See, there's some things that you got to just stay focused on, right? And we always do things in threes, right? If you look at the acronym STP, it stands for a few things. Here's number one. STP means stop the procrastination, right? The second thing STP means show the plan. And then you should get excited about the last STP, which means stuff the pockets, right? So again, repeat after me, right? Stop the procrastination, show the plan, stuff the pockets, right? That's what you want to get excited about, right? And let me prove a couple things to you why your belief system is going to help you not just do better in life, but you want to be able to make yourself believe something that is not yet seen. Let me explain it to you. Right now, you might not be a millionaire, but if you believe that you can become one, is it possible? Yes. Okay. Right now, you might not have the amount of gold stored, right? But is it possible to believe that it can happen? Yes. I want you to increase your belief, right? So I said what? The first one was stop the procrastination, right? And I'm going to do this as an audience, right? How do you spell the word stop? S-T-O-P. Everybody say it at the same time. S-T-O-P. S-T-O-P, right? Okay. Can y'all repeat after me? Say stop 2 times. Stop. Say it 4 times really fast. Stop. What do you do with a green light? Stop. Go. I had you believe something that's not true, right? The fact is, you can take your mind and make it believe anything you'd like it to. I have another one of those coming up a little later. But I'm not going to be before you long because my time is also short. But I just want to share with you all a brief story. There was this lady who happened to be sharing with her pastor about how she wanted to be buried. And she said, Pastor, listen, I want to be buried with my best Bible. And so he said, okay, I can understand that, sister. We'll get you your best Bible in your casket. And she said, I got one last request, Pastor. I'd like to be buried with a fork in my hand. I got the scratch in his head. You want to be buried with what? I want to be buried with a fork in my hand. We said, you're going to have to explain this to me. She said, well, I happened to be at a potluck dinner, and, you know, the food was just excellent. And as I sat there and finished my food, the lady came and picked up my plate. And I put my fork on the plate, and she says, no, honey, hold the fork, right? Hold that fork because the best is yet to come. So what I'm telling you by that story, whatever you're going through right now, stick a fork in it because the best is yet to come. If you're struggling with your business right now, stick a fork in it. The best is yet to come. That's my time. I'll give it right back up to Mr. Cameron Gamble. See you all later.